Hi, my name's Mark. I'm with Pest Borders, the only proven solution to scorpion exclusion. You know, you don't have to battle scorpions every day, especially during the summer, living here in Arizona or Nevada, all the time. We've all tried so many different things, mainly conventional pest control, spraying of pesticides or poisons. We found that those just don't work, or they're not effective enough. We might find some dead ones. It also seems to bring out the live ones. So that doesn't work. Home sealing. Home sealing. I'll show you in a little bit in the video why home sealing doesn't work. You can't seal off a house. It's impossible. Well, that caulking and cracks and so forth, there are places that bugs, scorpions, and other pests are going to come in. You can't seal them off. And like I said, I'll explain that. Scorpion hunting. Well, we can reduce the numbers, get a black light, go out at night, kill the scorpions that we find, but we can't kill all of them. You can hire somebody to do it. They call it pesticide-free pest control. Well, yeah, they're not using pesticides and they'll kill some scorpions at night, but what about the ones that are on the other side of your wall, waiting to come into your backyard when he's gone? It doesn't work. There's only one way to keep scorpions out of your home, and that's the pest border barrier, and that's us. We're going now on our 6th-year anniversary. Every installation has been a 100% success. It's the only way. I've been in the desert for 20 some odd years. I've battled these scorpions for many years. I raised kids. They were scared. My wife was scared. The only way to keep scorpions out of the house is with a pest border barrier system. And I'm going to explain about the pest border barrier system, and I'm going to give you a little tour around a house that we've installed the pest border barrier system on. So if you're really scared of scorpions, or even if you're not so scared but you don't want them in the house, you're tired of spraying poisons, and I'm not even going to get into what those poisons do to us long range and short time as well, that we're just not paying any attention to. If you're tired of it, then go to our website and take a look. This here, you don't want in the house. This is a mama scorpion, and those are the little babies, and she's going to carry those on her back for a couple of weeks. There could be 20 or 30 of them or more on her back. Now, if she gets into the house and they hop off her back and scatter, and they're tiny, it's not good. 7, 8 years ago, we started our testing. We had hundreds of scorpions in all different types of environments. This material over here is actually PTFE. It works as good as glass, if not better, but glass works great. You can see, he's trying to climb, he can't. Now, look closely, because this is scorpion behavior. His little pincer here, as he's walking, he continually touches. He's just touching, walking along, touching. He's feeling a very smooth surface. He knows he can't climb it. So he's going to keep walking. Walking, until he finds an area that he actually can get a grip. See, scorpions need texture to be able to climb. They don't have what's called the rollia, which is that anatomical feature on the tip of their appendage or their little feet that gives them the ability to suck and climb. Lots of bugs have them, like cockroaches. They can climb up glass, mirrors, anything. Tarantulas, but crickets, scorpions, no. Can't do it. They don't have a rollia. Can't climb glass. Can't climb smooth surfaces. This is one of our customers. After he had an installation, you can see the pest borders there underneath the stucco on what we call the stem wall. And he just wanted to try and get a scorpion to climb it. Even though he knew he couldn't get it to climb, he wanted to try anyway and take video of it. So he keeps on sticking that scorpion, trying to get him to climb the glass. But the scorpions touch it. He knows he can't climb it. He can play with him all day, all week, all month. He's never going to get that scorpion to climb that barrier or that piece of glass. They can't do it. It's impossible. Nature says scorpions can't climb smooth surfaces. See, he keeps trying. We tested on all kinds of insects. That's a black widow spider, female. The kind that, if it bites you, it's a problem. You can see she's just going along the bottom there, going, touching with that, you see? She's touching, can't do it. Arizona State University's entomology department, the largest entomology and the best entomology research center in all of the world, took out pest border barrier product into their laboratory in Maricopa. They ran all kinds of tests for months. That's a little fuzzy, but that's the border, and that's like 6 or 7 scorpions underneath the border. They couldn't climb it, so they just hung out underneath the border and just sat there. But they tested, and the testing all came up back with 100% unable to climb the pest border barrier system. They tried all different kinds of things. They tried luring them with food. They tried at night, during the day, different light intensities. But no matter what they tried, this was back in 2014, they couldn't do it. Now this is, I think this is in Nicaragua or something like that. These are all tin cans, metal, very smooth. They're building a hut. But first they're going to line the bottom of the hut with all of these tin cans next to each other. Why? So scorpions can't climb up and go through the thatch of the hut to the inside. So this concept of a physical barrier to keep scorpions out of something has been around a long time. That's a glass, and that's a bed. And that's the leg of the bed inside the glass. Here in Arizona and other places, this is what people have done for many years. So the scorpion can't climb up the bedpost into the bed and sting you at night. It's impossible because the leg is in a glass. So they come to the glass, they try and climb it, they can't. So they can't get onto the bed, unless of course the bed is touching the wall. This is the pest border barrier. It's simple. It's glass. It's 1/4 inch thick. It has an aluminum extrusion molding on the top and bottom. It's painted, the aluminum extrusion, to the color of the home, so it blends in, and of course the color of the home comes through the glass. Okay, here we're at a home in Arizona, and you can see along the bottom there is the pest border barrier. And it blends in nicely. It's on the stem wall, which is the cement rise from the foundation. You take a better look at it here. This is the footing over here, or the metal footing, which is underneath the stucco and above the concrete rise. So we stop those scorpions at the very bottom of the house, so they can't get on the house. Keep in mind, scorpions don't fly, they don't dig, they don't jump. The only way they're going to get into your house is if they actually climb onto your house and get entry through a crack, through the doorway, through electrical outlets, through the roof, especially tile roofs. So here I'm going to show you something. This is the most common area for scorpions to get in. Right underneath here is the footing. There's the stucco, that's the stem wall. Look, you see that hole? Every few inches around your entire home. Those are called weep holes. Scorpion walks about 3 inches up, along here, and right into the weep hole. Now you see, these cannot be sealed by a home sealing company. They'll seal in here, but they can't seal there. So the scorpion, let's make believe the barrier's not there. The scorpion walks up. He can't get in through this crack, but right here. And he'll walk along, and he'll go over here. Now this is painted, this metal, so it has texture, so they can walk on it. If it was bare and it was polished metal, they wouldn't be able to walk on it. But that's the main entry. They get into the wall, and then once they're in the wall in the frame of the house, they find areas inside the house to get in, whether it be your baseboards, electrical outlets, light outlets, where plumbing is coming from the walls. There's just a million places, and you can't seal all of them because you can't find all of them. So the pest border barrier goes completely around the house. There isn't an inch that's not covered. We don't want to give them a place that they can get up onto the house, because what they're going to do, as I showed you before, their behavior. They're going to walk up onto the concrete, up to the barrier. They're going to walk along, they're going to touch with their pincher, touch with their pincher, touch with their pincher, and they're not going to be able to get a grip. So they're going to keep on walking. Either they're going to give up when they get to the end of the wall, or they're going to make the turn and go around and keep trying, or they're going to go next door to your neighbor and get into his house. That's a band, that's polished metal. We also use PTFE. It goes on all of the plumbing, anything that's connected to the house. Wires, conduit, plumbing, so they can't bridge the barrier, walk up a pipe and get onto the house and bypass the barrier. We try and think of everything, and I think we have, because our clients don't have scorpions in their homes. So we get to a corner, and you can see every corner is finished in a little aluminum, polished aluminum, 90 degree. There's a band around this. This metal post is painted, these stairs, so they could climb it. So we put a band around there. Columns or pillars have to have the barrier around it. The reason why? Because they can climb up a column or pillar and go on the roof and get contact with the house. So we have to border a barrier for columns or pillars. All around the house, completely, beneath the doors. You can keep your doors open. During the springtime, summertime, you don't have to worry about scorpions coming in through a doorway. Or the pest border barrier will actually eliminate about 95% of all other insects and pests in your house. You won't find bugs in your home. And you're not using pesticides. So this is what I was talking about. You don't want them climbing up a pillar onto the roof and to the home. Getting a little dizzy here with this filming. We continue around the house across this large doorway entry. Around the corner, another doorway entry. You might ask, how long does the pest border barrier last? Well, it's glass, and it's a lot thicker than windows. The adhesive we used, or the silicone, the company says 40 years in the desert. Well, we're only into our 6th or 7th year now, so we don't know, but the initial, every installation that we've done through the years, the silicone is still holding up. The garage. Now, you open and close these monstrous doors all day long, so we can't keep the pests out of the garage, but we can keep them from going on from the garage into the home. And there's no need to use the glass in the garage, because it's a little bit more expensive than using what we use, a polished aluminum, which works 100%, just as good as the glass. We keep them from going to the walls, so they can't get into the house. Again, not off the garage floor, but they can't get into the house. Thank you. Take a look at us at www.pestborders.com or give us a call at 480-735-1234. And thanks for your time. And please, don't hesitate. If you're tired of scorpions, call us.